Howdy folks, welcome to Hwy929 iRacing. It's week 1, season 3, 2024, and we're racing the Formula Ford 1600 at Oulton Park in England. Oulton Park is a legendary track in the British club racing scene and has hosted many professional races from the 60s and 70s on. It has lots of elevation changes, some blind turns, lots of high-speed stuff, very challenging track, lots of slidey turns. You can drift through them. Very fun. I'm very familiar with the track and this layout, and looking forward to having a good time. Today we're running the International without the Britons configuration, which is 2.69 miles. It has 14 turns. The ones that are notable, at least to me, are turn number 5, Shell's Oil Corner, which is a banked turn, kind of NASCAR-like, very fun. And really important to get a good drive because you have a long straight on the hilltop, which leads to turns 7 and 8, Hislops. It's a chicane with some tire barriers, and lots of people are at high speed coming into that, and lots of lockups and crashes there, so pay attention to that. The other one's been giving me a hard time is Lodge Corner, which is turn 13, just because the elevation changes. It dips down and then goes over a crest in a very sharp turn leading onto the finish line straight. This is my third race on this track this week. The first two didn't go too well. First one I just performed poorly. The second one I got crashed out in the very first turn and had to get towed to the pit, and that was like a 2-minute penalty and never did too well. And this one, amazingly, I actually finished on pole, so I'm starting P1, and hopefully I can keep this up. So hope you enjoy. I'll try to cut out some of the boring pieces, and let me know in the comments what you think. Thanks.
Get ready.
Alright, here we go. Pole position. Feels so weird with no cars in front of me. Wish me luck, folks.
Green flag.
Green, green.
Alright, get a good start as usual. The dual clutch system is working well. Now I just got to worry about not spinning out with cold tires on the first lap, and yet not going too slow where I got people running up my butt. This turn here is always a little bit tricky. Very wide sweeping turn, especially with cold tires. Taking it easy.
On your left.
And taking it easy kind of cost me. Got someone taking a lead, but he's going awfully fast. And sure enough, he goes off along with several others. They touch the grass, and yeah, it's a tricky turn. Glad I played it safe. Nice bank turn, going onto the back straight over the hilltop. And this next part is going to be tricky because we're going to go into the chicane in turns 7 and 8, where everybody's going to be hitting their brakes really, really hard. And you got a car right on my butt, Jake. Alright, very nice. He plays it safe. No issues there. And this turn coming up here, turn 12, is also a little bit tricky. Very easy to slide wide and hit the grass. Yeah, kind of like that. Luckily I didn't go too far.
Right side.
It cost me a track limit incident.
You're clear. Right side forward.
And is Jake, yep. And
Clear.
off track also let Jake get by me. Now I've got Zachary right on my butt.
50.835.
And that's a normal off-road. No incidents. Let's see how we all go through here. And Zachary didn't cause any issues behind me. And Jake has half a second gap. Nice tight racing. My adrenaline is definitely going. So 2/10 behind Jake. Got a little bit of draft catching up to him, but I'm going to slow down early. And let's Let's see what Zach does behind me. And Zach plays it safe. Nice. Right next to me. Made it through for the second time. The chicane is one of the most dangerous parts on this track. People tend to come in way too hot. Okay, I didn't go off track there this time. Went a little bit easier. Jake's still half a second ahead of me, and Zach's right my butt. And here we are starting lap 3.
42.535.
And Jake in front of me set the fast lap.
Improving.
He's got
1
purple
minute
with a
fastest time.
142.
1 minute 42.54.
About half a second quicker than me last lap. Man, and Zach is riding my butt hard. And I really hope nothing happens to us. Nope, and Zach touches the grass and goes off-roading. Alright, that's one less person to worry about. And I need to stop looking in the mirror. Just got another off track. That brings me up to 2 incidents. Now I've got Thomas about 10th behind me.
Right
And,
side.
oh no, is he going to try and pass me in the chicane?
Clear. Right
See what
side.
happens.
Well,
And we
by
touch,
half.
but no damage. Got another incident though. Oh no, that was a 0 incident. But we did make contact, but nothing happened, thankfully. Could have been really bad, could have been race ending. And it looks like he backed off a little bit. He's 4/10 now. This turn here always gives me trouble. You gotta turn right where it dips. Right there you gotta make the major turn, because then you have a crest and the car gets really light and very easy to spin.
.172.
Let's see, is Jake gonna keep his fast time? Looks like it. And he's 1.3 seconds ahead of me, not too bad. Keeping him in sight. And Thomas is 1 second behind. Drop back a little bit. And he spun out, so Thomas is falling back. One less person to worry about behind me. Now in 3rd place is Nathaniel, who is 4.2 seconds behind me. I like having a little gap like that. Really eases the tension, takes things off my mind. Don't have to worry about traffic behind me. Now I can concentrate on trying to catch Jake, but he does have the fastest lap so far of the race. I guess I should just set realistic goals and try to keep them in sight. And here we are about to complete lap 4, going on lap 5.
41.648. You
Wow,
just hit
okay.
the
I set
fastest
the
lap.
fast lap. Nice. Feels
Super.
great.
You did the quickest lap time. 1 minute 41.6.
Feels great having purple next to my time. Didn't make too much of a difference with Jake in front. Still 1.2 seconds behind. And Nathaniel is 4.5 seconds behind me. Hitting that curve, that cost me a little bit of time. At least a couple of tenths. at that beautiful blue sky. So much prettier than all the rain races we had last season. And here we come to the chicane. I'm still trying to figure out whether it's best to go through that first gear or second. In practice I tried both and it didn't seem to make too much of a difference. But for some reason it feels like in first gear I can get a little bit more drive, but nothing significant.
Left sector fastest.
Still need to figure out if I can trail brake through the corner a little bit better, keep my speed up and trail brake to rotate the car. Go on to lap 6.
42.194.
Let's see if someone beats my previous fast time.
Sector was optimal. We got 11 minutes remaining. Weather alert. Track
Yep,
from
and my fast time is
9 degrees
been
to
beaten.
the last
Let's see
11
who got it.
Sector back.
Mehmet in 5th place with a 141.3. And I'm going to skip from lap 6 on to lap 9 since it was just me chasing Jake with not much of a difference. He's 2.3 seconds ahead of me. Mehmet set the fastest time back on lap 6 right before we cut the laps, and he's having a really good race. He started near the back of the pack and has worked his way up, and he's now in 3rd place right behind me, 11 seconds or so behind me. And oh no, I spun.
Warning.
This is a turn that I've been worried about, and still got 4 seconds gap, so I'm going to do an unsafe entry and get going. But Mehmet passes me anyways, so that spin just cost me 2nd place.
54.364.
And I doubt if I can catch Mehmet since he does have he did have the fastest time. Now I got to worry about Nathaniel and Andy behind me, about 2.5 seconds or so. Make sure I don't make any other mistakes and try to keep my 3rd place position. And Andy, which is one of the 2 cars behind me, has a fast time, 140.9. So let's see if he's going to be a factor. Mehmet is 1.5 seconds ahead of me, 1.7. Jake is long gone. So my goal now is just maintain 3rd and try to stay in front of Nathaniel and Andy. Place will be good. He'll still get me 67 iRating, and no, a little off track like that. Got another incident, brings him up to 5. That did not help my time. And Nathaniel's now 1.5 seconds behind me. Yeah, my big goal is now to just maintain my
43.323.
Previous lap was in at 43.323.
And Andy just passed Nathaniel. And he's a little bit over 2 seconds behind me. Mehmet continues to pull away from me with the fastest time of the entire race. I gave up hope and trying to catch him. Just trying to stay ahead of 4th and 5th place guys. Well, at least that spun brought some excitement to the race. Otherwise I would have been following Jake in his 2nd place finish. Now I gotta stay ahead of these guys. And uh-oh, something happened to them. They're falling behind. They must have tangled. 5 seconds and increasing. Nathaniel's gone. Looks like he's out of the race or dropped back quite a bit. And Andy is now 5, almost 6 seconds behind me, so that's a nice gap. And I think we only have a lap or two left to race. Got 18 minutes or 19 minutes.
White flag this time.
Last lap of the race, white flag. 6 second gap behind me. Should be able to maintain that and just cruise to a finish.
41.7.
There's no chance of me catching Mehmet. So unless something goes wrong, looks like it's going to be 3rd place for me. Overall, though, it was a good race. Start on pole. And yeah, Jake was just faster and never could catch back up to him. And then a spin cost me 2nd place, brought me back to 3rd. And yeah, amazing race by Mehmet. I would say he's probably the driver of the race if we had voting for that, coming from the back of the field all the way up to 2nd and setting a fast lap. Good for him. I don't think he'll be a D driver very long. Last time going through chicane. Try to take it easy, not spin out or anything. Yeah, you can see my delta times dropping. I'm definitely not pushing it. Taking it very easy. Just a couple more turns to go and this will be a race. Here's my infamous spin turn. Taking it super easy. And you just look at the delta increase. I'm not taking a risk. And there's the finish line.
I'm disappointed in our performance.
What? She's disappointed?
Checker.
I'm on a podium.
Brother man, you drove your ass off today. We'll get him next week.
Yep. Well, that's fun. Hope you enjoyed. And we will see you next week. And this race was the 4th split out of 5, so bottom split racing. My iRating increased by 67 from the 3rd place finish, which was really nice. Got me up into the 1300s, which is an ideal place for my skill level. Safety rating increased a little bit, and I believe I got 5 incidents total, which isn't too bad. Started pole, finished 3rd. Very happy with the race so far. And here are the rest of the results.